Let me ask you something. Have you ever told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? You know, that magical land where all your dreams come true. And your laundry finally gets folded. We all visit that land, daily. But here's the brutal truth. Tomorrow doesn't exist. It's just a polite way of lying to yourself. Now imagine if I told you there's a rule, a ridiculously simple rule, that can override procrastination, defeat laziness, build unstoppable habits, and maybe even save your life. It takes 2 minutes, just 2. You've already watched this video for more than that in the past. So don't tell me you don't have the time. This is the 2-minute rule, and if you apply it the right way, it'll change the way you live, work, and think. Now, I get it. We live in a world obsessed with big goals. Big achievements, big dreams, write a book. Start a business, get shredded like a Marvel superhero. But the problem isn't our ambition, it's our execution. We set goals the size of Mount Everest, then stare at them while sitting on the couch, holding a bag of chips, whispering, yeah, I'll climb that mountain, just not today. Let me introduce you to a guy named David Allen, a productivity guru who wrote the book Getting Things Done. He came up with a brilliant idea. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Sounds simple, right? But there's more to it than that, way more. This 2-minute rule is not just about small tasks. When used properly, it becomes a gateway to massive change. You see, the hardest part of doing anything is starting. And that's exactly what the 2-minute rule targets: momentum. Let me tell you a quick story. There was this guy, call him Jake. Jake wanted to get in shape. Every January, he swore this would be his year. He bought protein powder, a $200 GYM membership, and even followed 12 fitness influencers on Instagram. Then, he worked out once, and never went back. Why? Because he made it too big. He thought fitness had to be this massive life overhaul. Then one day, Jake read about the 2-minute rule, so he made a change. Every day, for the first week, he didn't go to the gym for an hour. He just put on his gym clothes. That's it, 2 minutes. No push-ups, no burpees, no motivational playlist, just clothes. The next week, he added 2 more minutes, walk to the gym. The week after that, do 1 exercise. Fast forward 6 months. Jake's going to the gym 5 times a week. He lost 25 pounds, and the protein powder actually getting used this time. Here's the secret no one tells you. Big goals die in the planning phase. Small actions live in the doing phase. The 2-minute rule works because it tricks your brain. It lowers the barrier to entry. You're not telling your mind, we're running a marathon. You're saying, let's just put on our shoes, and once you start, your brain shifts from resistance mode to momentum mode. That's science, not wishful thinking. This principle ties into something called the Zeigarnik effect, a psychological phenomenon that says, once you start something, your brain wants to finish it. It bugs you until it's done. That's why just starting, even for 2 minutes, gets the ball rolling. It's why writing 1 sentence turns into a page. Reading 1 paragraph turns into a chapter. And flossing 1 tooth, well, you get the idea. Want to clean your room? Start by making your bed. Just that, 2 minutes. Want to read more? Tell yourself, I'll read 1 page. Before you know it, you're deep in chapter 3, and your phone is begging for attention. Want to meditate? Sit in silence for 2 minutes. That's it. Want to write a book? Write 1 sentence, even if it's terrible. Because remember, you can't edit a blank page. You can't improve what doesn't exist. You can't fix something you never started. The best part, this rule works everywhere. At work, reply to that email now. At home, wash that 1 dish now. In relationships, send that message now. In health, do 2 push-ups now. Small acts compound. They grow. They become habits. And habits become your life. Narrator-like tone. You don't need a TED Talk, a vision board, or a $1,000 course. You need to get up and take the trash out. Right now, before it starts walking itself out. You want to build discipline? Fold 1 shirt. You want to be a better partner? Send a quick, Thinking of you text. Yes, even if you're mad, you want to stop binge-watching shows until 2 a.m. Turn off autoplay. You don't need to be a productivity monk. You just need to start, and that starts with 2 minutes. Let's zoom out for a second. The 2-minute rule sounds like a productivity hack, right? But beneath the surface, it's actually about identity change. You're not just folding laundry, you're becoming someone who takes action. You're not just opening a book, you're becoming someone who reads. You're not just doing one push-up, you're becoming someone who works out. Every 2-minute action is a vote for the person you want to become. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, said it perfectly: every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. So, cast your votes. Look, you don't need to overhaul your life today. You don't need to climb the entire mountain. You just need to take one step. Put on the shoes. Write the sentence. Do the thing. Because here's the truth: greatness isn't built in hours. It's built in minutes, repeated consistently. So, the next time your brain whispers, "I don't feel like it," whisper back, "It's just 2 minutes," and then begin. 2 minutes. That's all it takes to save your goals, to save your momentum, to save your potential, and maybe, just maybe, to save your life. If this video sparked something inside you, don't just leave with a good feeling. Do one thing right now that takes less than 2 minutes, then come back tomorrow and do it again. And if you want more practical wisdom like this, no fluff, just real tools for real change, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because we're just getting started. And trust me, the next video, it's worth at least 2 minutes of your time. See you there.